I'm back again. Okay, now we're going to talk about how to share documents and presentations, because that's one of the really great things about Hutchdocs is that you can share those things back and forth with each other and work as a group together on different machines. So in other words, if there were 4 of you working on a project, you would not have to meet together over the weekend. You could be at your own houses in your own space doing your own thing, and as long as you had an internet connection and a device, you could log on and see what each other is typing. So that's pretty fabulous. So here's what you do. You can click on create, and let's say we've worked on a document before, so let's this time work on a presentation. Now, a presentation is pretty much the same as a PowerPoint, and you'll see that now. The first thing it's going to do is ask you to pick a theme. So we'll just grab one. Okay, so it works the exact same way. We'll add a title. Okay, check that out. Make mistakes every single day of my life. Never going to get any better, tell you that. Okay, so here we go. We have our little deal. I'm going to move my screen so that you can see what we're doing. Okay, so I need to title this presentation because it won't let me do anything unless I title it. Okay, I can't share anything unless it's titled. So I'll do that now. Okay, and I titled it Practice Presentation. And then if I want to share it, I click on Share, and then I click on Invite People, and I type the name of the person that I want to share it with. Now, if I want them to be able to type on the slide too, I'm going to click Can Edit. Okay? If I don't want them to be able to type on the slide, I can click Can View or Can Comment. Now, that kind of defeats my purpose if we're going to be working on a group project together. Hello, I want them to be able to can edit, right? So then I can click share and save, and then the next screen that comes up will be done. Okay, now teachers, for you, typically if you want to be the one who's in charge of revision history, you're going to be the ones who will create these projects, and then you will share them with your students, so that you can be the ones who can go through and look at that revision history and fix whatever might need to be fixed. So the way that you do that is you create those PowerPoint presentations. You go to share, just like I did. You share it with a group of 4 students. You're the owner. Okay? And then you go to File, see Revision History, and you can see who's worked on what, who's deleted what, etc. Okay, so another really neat tool that you can use, and this is both in your documents and in your presentations, if you go to click on Tools and then you go to Research, I swear my screen is not big enough. Hold please. And through the magic of technology, now it is. Okay, anyway, I went to Tools and I went to Research. Okay, and when I clicked on that, what's neat is this comes up. Now, this just blew my mind the first time I looked at it, because honestly, your teachers will be able to tell you just how hard we had it. Now, when I grew up, my mom and dad used to talk to me about how, you know, they walked backwards to school, up 5,000 hills, down, 10 feet of snow, blah, 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 barefoot in the cold, whatever. Okay, life was rough for them. Well, life was rough for us too, because when we needed to research, we went to the library and we looked through book after book after book. And when we wanted to let our teachers know what sources we used, we sat at a table with lots of books and counted little spaces. It was ridiculous. And put, the perfect punctuation, and then, counted some more spaces, and then made sure we had the right, okay, is there a semicolon here? Are there quotation marks here? It was ridiculous. It really was. So now what you guys have, okay, let's say that I'm doing a report on dogs. Teachers, I would be more creative, but dogs are safe. I always know what pictures will come up if I put dogs in. Okay, so if I'm doing a report on dogs, and there's the nice thing is here are my lovely little pictures. That's fantastic. Okay, funny dog videos, funny dogs. There's some dogs. Okay, Pet Finder, AKC. Now let's say oh dear, that Animal Planet. Let's say that I wanted to go to Animal Planet and I found I can research right inside. If I click this, it'll open a new tab for me and it'll take me to Animal Planet. And let's say that I found a fantastic quote that I'd like to use, or I found some information. And I know that whenever I find something, I need to cite my source. Okay, so I can just go and insert the link. Okay, or let's see here. I can also drag and drop. Let me get a new slide on there for us. I can also drag and drop my pictures and they come right up as well. Okay, and it cites my sources for me right there. All right, now that's pretty fantastic. Let me show you something else. Go back to my create and go back to document. Again, I'm in my tools, I'm in my research button, like those dogs. Okay, here we go, and we're back to Animal Planet, and I'm on that website. Okay, again, I found my information. All I have to do is click Cite. Okay, and let's say that this is the information that I found. It's riveting, isn't it? Aren't you impressed with how fast I can type? I impress myself. Okay, because I clicked Cite, look what it does for me. Now, you might not be oohing and awing, but your teachers who had to decide, is it APA, is it MLA, who got their papers back because there wasn't a little space here or they missed a piece of punctuation there and who had to fix it or were counted off for it, they're oohing and awing right now, even if they're doing it on the inside. Anyway, this impressed the heck out of me. I was doing a little happy dance, and this alone would be reason enough for English teachers to, have a little party. Okay, so that is pretty slick. I like that. So to be able to research right inside your document, inside your PowerPoint, huge. Okay, so in order to share as you're doing research or as you're doing projects, you click on the share button. Again, teachers, if you want to be in charge of that and you want to be in charge of the revision history, you have to own the document, which means that you need to create it and share it with your small groups. And then you can go in, click, and see how the progress is going instead of them sharing with you. Okay? And that is all about sharing documents. I think you're really going to love group work and collaboration with this product because it really allows you some freedom and some creativity and some tools that we've never really had before. So, good luck. Happy creating. It'd help if I hit the stop button, right? It's really good that I didn't do anything like weird. See you later.